a two-door Monte Carlo solo with a fofo on my way to get the dough, yo. If you don't work, then you don't eat. Don't be scared to walk through life when you got feet. You gotta run the race, it's a track meet. Can't trust nobody on street, so you pack heat. Just got a phone call, my homie I grew up with dead. And last night my other partner had his dope kicked in by Fed. Crooked cops go to your hood and hunt your steps, searching till they find your stash box where the gun is kept. I ain't never slept, some dream a fairy tale crime. The judge ain't giving no breaks, he giving jail time. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scarred on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. I believe in this truth, I'll never stop. Gun to my head, knife to my throat, I'll never stop. Ain't a drink, nothing I never drop. Rapping words over beats like this, I'll never flop. Pick up your cross, follow YAHANNA. Living righteous now, that old wicked man had to die. I testify, the oppressor, he a lie. He the judge, sitting quick to make your mama cry. Christianity had me traumatized. I'll never water down the truth, I can't compromise. I love the Most High more than my own children. My sons and daughters, they hate me, just imagine the feeling. Pain hurts so deep, cut like a machete. Prepare your soul for temptation, you better get ready. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. If it ain't one thing, it's 5 or 6. That president gon' cause a race war through politics. The way they treat my Mexican brothers on the border. Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter. Babylon fall in, everything gon' flip. Every day of my life I pray for rulership. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard, I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling, rolling hard. Forever I be rolling, rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard.
All right. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. It is, I normally say it is Monday, the history class, but today is the Feast of Purim, where we will be celebrating and acknowledging the memorial and the sacrifice of our sister Hadassah, also known as Esther, and a righteous brother named Mordecai, right? Okay. So today, it's a double fold lesson, right? One, no one can ever say I'm just one person. Who am I? You understand? The other part of the lesson is, if no one stands for righteousness, we all die. All right. So we're gonna start off at the beginning. Let's go to Esther chapter 1. Let me share the screen so they can read along with us during class. Let's see, share the screen. All right, let's do it like this. All right, we're gonna start at Esther chapter 1, verse 1. All right, whoever got it, go ahead and read it. Oh, you need the mic. You good? So I can hear you online, brother. There you go. Go ahead.
Now it came to pass in the days of Asuras. This is Asuras which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia over 107 provinces.
Keep reading.
That in those days, when the king Asuras sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shashan the palace, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of provinces being before him.
Keep reading.
When he shewed riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even in 180 days. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shashan, the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days in the court of the king's palace.
All right, drop down to boom. Drop down to on verse 7.
And they gave this is the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 7. And they gave them drink and vessels of gold, the vessels being diverse from one from another, and royal wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. Verse 8, Esther chapter 1. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure.
Verse 9.
Esther chapter 1, verse 9.
So you can just say verse 9. Like once you've established, you say the book, the chapter, and the verse, from then on you just say verse wherever verse you are. All right, no sweat. Verse 9.
Verse 9. I gotta add 1 second. Verse 9. Also Vashti,
Vashti,
the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to the king Asuras.
Now, first thing that you need to recognize in the story, right? So you're about to find out the type of woman that you shouldn't be and the type of woman that you should be, right? So the king, I believe this is this the Persians, right? This the So the king of the Persians, right? He put out a royal decree. We gonna have a feast. We gonna get down. We gonna all celebrate. Now, the queen was like, "Well, I don't care nothing about his feast. I'ma have my own feast," right? So there should never be separation in any household, right? If your husband is leading, trying to learn something, to do something nice for everybody, what makes you think that you can separate from your husband and just do something nice for yourself? You understand? 9 times out of 10, if everybody come into the house, he gonna talk. Look at my great wife. She done decorated this whole house. She done made the house a home. You understand? She didn't cook this elaborate meal. You understand? Because every man wants to glory in the type of woman that he has. Because the scripture says, a man that findeth a good wife findeth what? A good thing. You understand? All right, keep reading.
Esther chapter 1, verse 10. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Harbona, Bitta, Abitha, Svether, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Asuras the king. Verse 11. To bring Vashti, the queen, before the king with the crown royal to shew the people and princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He want everybody to look at how bad his wife is, how well she put together, just like any brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, hey, tell my wife to come here real quick. You know what I'm saying? Just like any man would, right? Because you know, he want to show off his wife. You know, like, she bad, ain't she? You know what I'm saying? She look good, don't she? You know what I'm saying? Well, let's find out what Vashti said. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But the queen Vashti refused.
She did what?
The queen Vashti refused.
She did what?
Refused.
She did what?
The queen Vashti refused.
Now imagine, you know, it's a family reunion, and you having, or better just say, we having a kickback at the crib. We having a fight party, right? And you tell your son or your daughter, hey, go tell mama to come here real quick. And your son and daughter run off, she come back. Mama says she ain't coming, and you in front of your boys. It's embarrassing. So what you mean your mom said she coming? She says she busy. She'll talk to you later. And you know what your boy's gonna be like? Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? That's that. So the king summoned his wife in front of all the princes in his court, right? So he already having a feast. So, you know, everybody then came draped up and dripped out. Know what I'm talking about? Everybody in their finest linen, you know what I'm saying, drinking the finest wine. And he want his wife to come down one time. And she like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with all the princes, like, shoot, my wife would never talk to me. My wife would never. You know what I'm saying? So the king is embarrassed, right? Let's read. Keep reading.
Verse 12. Queen Vashti,
speaking to the mic, brother.
But verse 12, but the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. 10. Then the king said to the wise men which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. Verse 14. And the next unto him was Carshena, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marcina, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, which saw the king's face and which sat the first in the kingdom. Verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains.
Now, let me tell you something. See, these brothers is wise, right? Because if all the princes is there, guess who else is there with the princes? They wives, the princesses. So if they see the queen act like this with her man, what you think they gonna do with their man? The same thing. Oh, so this how you do it, sis? She's like, yeah, let me show you how to run a king. You know what I'm saying? So in all of their wisdom, they knew it was like, oh no, we can't let this go unchallenged. We can't let this go unpunished at all whatsoever. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 16. Verse 16. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen hath not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes, and to all the people that are in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus.
Because best believe this an episode of baddies. You understand? It's an episode of baddies. You understand? It's an episode Housewives of Atlanta, you know, Orange County, whatever the reality show that the sisters be watching these days. That is what is going on right now. You understand? Because one thing is for certain, 2 things is for sure. We said well, I'm gonna say it the righteous way. You know what I'm saying? Tell a female, telegram. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go through all of Israel. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, all of Persia at this time.
Could you repeat that?
Say it one more time.
What did you say?
Well, the actual saying is tell a hoe telegram. That's the actual saying, right? But the thing, the meaning behind that colloquialism is if you pillow talk to a woman that ain't your wife, it's gonna be throughout the whole hood before you wake up the next day. You understand? So if they allow this to go unchecked, not only it's gonna go to all the princesses. So guess who's also with the princesses? Anybody? Can anybody blow my mind? Who's with the princesses? Who said who? No, we already know the prince is there, but who rolls with princesses?
Like
they handmaids, right? So, and that's they ace boon coons. They roll with them everywhere they go. And you know the handmaids, they from the block, they from the hood. So they gonna put all the news to all the marketplace. Girl, you let your man summon you. Not even Queen Vashti lets her husband, the king, summon her. Go ahead, Malak Watt.
If I could. Yeah, see, this is the real social media. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about an event that happened over 15, 16 or 3,000 years ago, where a woman was summoned by her man and she didn't come. You got to think this wasn't Facebook.
No.
So how was everybody going to find out that this girl was summoned and didn't come?
Right.
The real social media, word of mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you bring out is heavy, and I'm gonna come back to it. I'm come back to
it. And then not only that, like you got scribes that, and you're gonna see as we read, that sit beside the king all day and write down everything that happens in the Chronicles of the King. So you mean to tell me in the Chronicles of the King, he gonna have it written that his wife checked him? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Keep reading.
Verse 17. For the deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes when it shall be reported. The king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti, the queen, to be brought in before him, but she came not. Verse 18. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the kings, princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen. Thus shall arise too much contempt and wrath.
So you know what he's saying? He's saying throughout the entire world, every female gonna be like, you got me effed up. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that. So
excuse me.
Go ahead.
Was this is like during the Middle Ages?
This is during the time of the Persian and the Medes Empire, right? So you have Babylon, you have Assyrian, you have the Persian and the Medes, then you have the Greeks, then you have the Romans, right? So this is before the rise of the Greek Empire. Okay, so you want to look at it from a chronological timeline, right? All right, go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
See, these brothers is wise. These brothers is wise. He's like, look, sir, I understand, I don't know how y'all do it in your house, but listen, it was done in front of every house. So I need look, just hear your boy out. I know she bad, but you the king. You can get another bad one. We can line up all the fairest maids and virgins in front of you, and we can get you another one post haste. But we can't let this stand, sir. You know what I'm saying? So since she didn't want to come, make it to where that she can't come before you ever again. Tell her, stand on that. You understand? What you got, brother?
I'm just want to clarify, who's telling King Ahasuerus this?
This is the princes. So right now, what's taking place is what's called a council in the court.
right after he summoned her, now there's a council.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So think of it like this. We all sitting here and I'm be like, I.S.U.P.K, tell my wife to come here. You know what I'm saying? And he, hey sis, your husband say, come here. I ain't coming in there. It's like it, sir. She said she ain't coming in there. And everybody be like, ooh, what type of wife this man got? You know what I'm saying? And then Malak wife and the one y'all like, hey, Salaki, brother, you mind if we talk to you over here real quick? And we have a quick counsel.
Yeah.
Like, hey, brother, you need to check that.
It's like we're going naturally in the day. Like if a girl cheating on him and he trying to do too much, he's simping over her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you got, Malak? What?
Which brings me back to the point. So, and the scriptures are so true and exact, and that's why they call it a living word. Because we can see these examples in today's society, and what I wanted to highlight is women will mimic powerful women when it's something wicked.
Absolutely.
And we can see it in present day Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, Jay-Z is considered, one of the GOATs.
Mm-hmm.
And Beyonce is considered one of the GOATs as well.
Absolutely.
And together they create what these people today like to term black excellence, right? And now this powerful man who could have any woman, this powerful woman who can have any man, they've chosen each other. Jay-Z goes out and steps off on Beyonce. She has a song called Irreplaceable, meaning to the left. You do something that she doesn't like, she casts you to the left.
Right.
This brother went out and cheated on her with 2 white women, and she stayed home.
Absolutely.
Now, had she left Jay-Z, that would have been the role that all women would have done. Oh, see, girl, we ain't taking this BS from no nigga. You see, Beyonce left Jay-Z, so that means even though you're not a Jay-Z and your wife is not a Beyonce, she gonna leave your ass too because of what Beyonce did.
Absolutely.
But what she's not gonna do is do the good thing that Beyonce done, because Beyonce didn't leave her home. She didn't get rid of her husband like Cardi B did.
Absolutely.
She kept her husband.
Absolutely.
But she's not gonna look at that and say, well, Beyonce kept Jay-Z. You know what your wife's gonna tell you? Well, you ain't Jay-Z and I'm not Beyonce.
Exactly.
But if Beyonce would have left Jay-Z, she would have been like, I'm like Beyonce.
Right. Absolutely.
And I'm gonna leave your ass just like that.
Same thing. Like all these women justifying wickedness with Cardi B.
And what the brother was bringing out right behind is so heavy because the men sing this. If you're the king
and
your woman don't have to listen to you, how many is it more kings than it is peasants? Imagine me being some goat herder telling my wife to come yonder. Know what I'm saying? And she knows that the queen doesn't have to listen to the king. Well, why would this woman have to listen to her goat herder of a husband? And what these brothers did was selfless. They didn't just think about themselves. They thought about all the men in the kingdom who would have suffered because of the disobedience of one broad.
Bro, so like the GDs be like on King David, they're gonna be like on Queen Vashti.
Real talk in wickedness. The hot girl summer was a thing.
Right.
There was some song came on the radio the other day. I was at the park trying to find some clean picnic music. I don't know why the hell I thought I was gonna find it on YouTube Music. But some song came on and said I ain't got no nigga or something, and ain't no nigga got me. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what is this? And that song I remember was an anthem for women leaving their men.
Right.
And these brothers knew this. And in the Middle Ages, it's like the 5th BC.
Right.
Like, well, 5th CE, becoming after Christ died.
Right.
This is well before the Middle Ages.
Absolutely.
So disobedience and disrespectful bitches go way back in the day before Christ.
All the way.
And just like there's wickedness, there's also solutions for that too.
Hey, that boy Solomon said there's no new thing under the sun.
So like, I just want to say that.
It's been Baddies Bad Girls Club since the Persians and the Medes. All right, keep reading, brother.
Esther chapter 1, verse 20. And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, All the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. And the same pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan.
Verse 22.
Verse 22. For he sent letters into all the king's provinces,
Mm-hmm.
into every province according to the writing thereof,
Mm-hmm.
and to every people after their language,
Mm-hmm.
that every man should bear rule in his own house.
Oh, say that again.
That every man should bear rule in his own house.
Brother, they put it in the newspaper. They put it in the Houston Chronicle. You know, the Houston Chronicle get delivered to the church, to the fire station. You understand? To every workplace. You know what I'm saying? To the bistros, all the little taco stands and food trucks, every gas station. You understand? They plastered it everywhere on Fox 26. Queen Vashti is out. You know what I'm saying? Her husband said, respect all men. Go ahead.
If I could, this was the green sheets.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't paying for the Chronicle. But everybody get them green sheets. No, you ain't finna get no job in the classified section looking for jobs. They put this in the green sheet, brother.
Oh my God.
This is not gonna go unnoticed.
All right. That brother read all the chapter 1. Let's get a new reader. We gonna vex brother. Let me get a new reader. Chapter 2. You gonna read it? Chapter 2. Chapter 2, verse 1, nephew.
Concert. This is the book of Esther, chapter 2, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus was appeased, he remembered Vashti and what she had done, and what was decreed against her.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. Then said the king's servants that ministered unto him,
Mm-hmm.
let there be fair young virgins sought for the king.
Look, they said, hey, let the finest of the fine come so the king can get chose. Bring the fairest of the virgins. You understand? Like that's look. Just like sisters always say, I can find another good man. Sis, a brother can find another good woman. The scripture says of 1,000 righteous men, he's only found one. Amongst women, none. You understand? So the likeliness it's plenty of people that's out there that's willing to follow orders. Like you got to understand, as a queen, you don't got to worry about food. You don't got to worry about raiment. You don't know what raiment is? That's apparel. That's being dressed in the finest of the fine. She's draped in the finest linen all day, every day. Because, a lot of sisters will say, if I had a man that if he would just provide, if he would just take care of all the bills, you know what I'm saying, put me in a nice car, in a nice house, I'll be submissive. No, you won't. No, you won't. This is a queen. She was the queen. She was a woman's woman, and she disobeyed her husband. You know what I'm saying? If it's not in you, it's not in you. That's why the scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, so when he's older, he will not depart from it. Now, we're about to read about a sister that was trained up as a child how to reverence men of power. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather together all the fair young virgins unto Suzanne, the palace, to the house of the women, unto the custody of Hinge, the king's chamberlain, keeper of the women, and let their things for purification be
Drop
given.
down to verse 5, nephew.
Concert. Verse 5. Now in Suzanne, the palace, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jar, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamite. Verse 6, who has been carried away from
Jerusalem, that's right.
Jerusalem.
You're doing good, nephew.
With the captivity which had been carried away with Jeconiah king. Jeconiah king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away.
Verse 7.
And he brought up Hadassah.
Right? In the Hebrew is Hadassah. Right? So that's Esther's Hebrew name. Hadassah. Hadassah. So in English, it's gonna say Hadassah, right? But in the Hebrew, it's like you're hawking up a loo. You know what I'm saying? Hadassah. All right. Keep reading.
That is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid was fair and beautiful.
So one thing you gotta understand. Look. Ain't no finer woman on the face of the earth than a black, Hispanic, or a Native American woman. Give our women a hand. You understand? Ain't no better woman on the face of the planet. It said that read it again, Debbie. It said that she was fair and beautiful. You understand? Like, they told him to bring. They told the chamberlains to bring the fairest of the maidens. She was the fairest and the most beautiful. And it's about to tell you how fair and beautiful she was. Keep reading.
Whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter.
Right. So this is what I was talking about. Train up a child in the way he should go, so when they are older, they won't depart from it. So when her parents died, her uncle, I'm not your uncle anymore. You're my daughter. You understand? And he raised her as a daughter in righteousness, taught her about reverence and respect and honor. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 8. So it came to pass when the king's commandment and his decree was heard, and when many maidens were gathered together unto Susan the palace to the custody of Hegai, that Esther was brought also unto the king's house, to the custody of Hegai, keeper of women. Verse 9. And the maiden pleased him, and she obtained kindness of him, and he speedily gave her things for purification, with such things as belonged to her, and 7 maidens which were meet.
This is old English, nephew, like Shakespeare.
The water, sir. Okay, and 7 maidens which were meet to be given her out of the king's house, and he preferred her and her maid onto the best place of the house of the women.
So Esther was so bad, you understand, of all of the fair maidens and virgins, you understand, she was so bad, he picked her out of all of them, and then he gave her 7 other bad females to be her best friends in the house. That's how bad she was. You understand? So when they stepped through the court, they turned their heads. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 10. Esther had not shewed her people nor her kindred. For Mordecai had charged her that she should not shew it.
Right. So what that means is she didn't forget where she came from. She didn't forget that she was a Jew just because she was chosen by the king. Too often in the Black and Hispanic and Native American community, when you get chosen, like, yeah, I'm chosen. I don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? You need to get on my level. Right. You know what I'm saying? She didn't forget about her people. She didn't forget about her uncle. Because when most people get on, they leave the hood, go to River Oaks, leave the hood, go to the Woodlands, leave the hood, go to Memorial. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a nice house, but come back and kick it with your people. You understand? Just because you a judge or you a DA, that don't mean you can't come to the family reunion. You understand? Keep reading.
Verse 11. And Mordecai walked every day before the court of the women's house to know how Esther did and what should become of her.
That's a father right there. That's a father right there. Every single day. Okay, what's the report? You understand? What did you say? How did you walk? How did you carry yourself? How did you move? No. Don't do that. Let me tell you. This is how you this is how you get a man. Because you think a woman can teach you how to get a man. No, a man will teach you how to get a husband. You understand? Because our women have been teaching women how to keep a man, and in this day and age, it ain't been working out too well. Because the marriage rate in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American community, it isn't high. Because we've been living according to what we think instead of what the Lord thinks. Keep reading. Go ahead, Malak.
If I could, no, it's we don't have a problem getting married. We have a problem staying married. And what Mordecai was teaching her wasn't it was how to get chose, and she already knew how to stay married.
Right.
But someone want to point out about this king and the importance of being obedient. He's looking for the fairest among the virgins.
Right.
That means his wife he just had was bad.
Absolutely.
Oh, he didn't have a duck.
Absolutely.
But that beauty didn't stop him from finding someone else, because obedience is better than beauty.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Personality is better than what you look like. And if the king didn't set that example for the kingdom, then all of us would have just been thinking like, well, because she's bad, I guess I got to take the disobedience. So I just want to make sure I pointed that out.
I got a precept. Give me somebody give me Revelations 3 and 15. I'm glad you said that. Somebody go to Revelations 3 and 15. You're gonna read the 17.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched.
Say it again.
And knowest not that thou art wretched.
One more time.
And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked.
See one thing you got to understand. It don't matter how much money you got. Right. You can look like $1 million and look like 15 cents on the inside. Right. You understand? Your apparel does not define the type of man or woman that you are in this case, right? Vashti looked like $1 billion, but on the inside she was a $2 host. Like, you understand? What you got, Yabakan?
It's like, if I may, I think I got a precept, sir.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, chapter 9, verse 8.
You jumping the gun on me, but go ahead. Yeah, y'all had to go ahead.
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty. For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman. For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
Listen, let me tell you something. A witch will change her face. You understand? Like I tell people all the time, makeup is witchcraft. Because I didn't see some I didn't see some booger wolves, boy, contour that nose. You know what I'm saying? Raise them cheekbones. You understand? And I saw a woman make herself look like Cardi B with makeup. You understand? I didn't see a woman that didn't have no eye, no right eye, no teeth. You know what I'm saying? Put her dentures in, a prosthetic eye, and look like America's Next Top Model. You understand? But it's not about what's on the outside of you that defines you. It's about what's on the inside of you that created you. You understand? The scripture says that to seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all of his righteousness, and then all of these things shall be added unto you. Right? Not add all these things unto you, and then we gonna get into the kingdom. That's not how it works. Right? Keep reading where you were, nephew, in the book of Esther.
Sir. This is the book of Esther, chapter 2, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when every maid's turn was come to go into the king Ahasuerus, after that she had been 12 months, according to the manner of the women.
Mm-hmm.
For so were the days of their purifications accomplished.
Drop down to 13.
Verse 13. Then thus came every maiden unto the king. Whatsoever she desired was given her to go with her out of the house of the women unto the king's house.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. In the evening she went, and on the morrow she returned into the second house of the women.
Verse 15. Go to verse 15. We're going to run through this so we can get to the meat of it.
Verse 15. Now when the turn of Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her for his daughter, was come to go unto the king.
Mm-hmm.
She required nothing but what Haggai, the king's chamberlain, the keeper of the women, appointed.
Now, this is how cold Esther was, right? So when all the other women went before the king to try and gain his attention, they can go get anything from the house. You know, some might let me get some feathers. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put some feathers on me. It might get his attention. Some of them, let me go get some perfume. Let me get some perfume. It might catch his attention. You know what I'm saying? Drape me in the finest gold and jewels. It might catch his attention. When she went before the king, she didn't ask for nothing. She just presented herself as she was. That should tell y'all something. A man, no man ever said, I like her because of how great the easy is on her face. No man said that ever. No man ever picked a woman because of how long the fake lashes was on her face. If they was mink or whatever y'all be putting on y'all face. You know what I'm saying? No man ever said, oh, she bad because of the shade of lipstick that she got on. Really, the time that your man most is eyeing you is when you wake up in the morning. You understand? When you got that moo-moo on. You know what I'm saying? Girl, go on in the back. You know what I'm saying? He be like, the way them yams shaking in that moo-moo, girl, go on in the back. You know what I'm saying? He don't care nothing. He'll take you with a bonnet and a moo-moo on. That should tell you he don't give a damn about them eyelids, them arched eyebrows, that contoured nose, the mani-pedi. He'll take you with busted fingernails. You understand? Because a man doesn't choose a woman based, well, he wants to be attracted to his wife, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But he cares more about how his wife makes him feel when he's in his home. Because that's y'all's power. See, a man will have an apartment and he'll have an air mattress, you understand, a bean bag, an entertainment center, and a PlayStation. That's our apartment. When y'all come, y'all put futon, not futon. What's the thing that y'all put ottomans in the house. You know what I'm saying? Coffee tables. Y'all be putting little tapestries with sayings on the wall and stuff. You know, drapes. You know what I'm saying? Curtains. You know what I'm saying? Men, they just go get a black shower curtain. You know what I'm saying? Just so we get in the shower. Y'all be putting the little drapes on the shower curtain. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make a house a home. A nigga come in the house like, what's that? What's that I smell? Oh, that's a little eucalyptus. You know what I'm saying? That's a little hint of lavender. I ain't never smelled lavender before. What's that? You know what I'm saying? You make a house a home. You make a man, when brothers be like, hey man, hey bro, we about to go out, we about to paint time red. Like, okay, yeah, I'm going home. I know about y'all, I'm going to the house. to Mikasa. You understand? That's the power that y'all have, just being yourself in your natural glory. That's what Esther presented to the king, her natural glory. She didn't need any trinkets, you understand, because she already knew she was her, because Mordecai raised her. So she knew how to be a wife, and Mordecai was like, set yourself apart from all of these hussies that's over here dressing like bimbos, trying to reveal cleavage and all of that stuff or whatever. Just go in there and be yourself and be the daughter that I raised you to be. And show him what type of woman and wife you can be. Keep reading.
Hang on, where was it? And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her. Verse 16. So Esther was taken unto King Assyrius.
You said it right, nephew. Go ahead.
Assyrius. Into his house royal in the 10th month, which is the month Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. Verse 17. And the king loved Esther.
Say it one more time.
And the king loved Esther.
Say it one more time.
And the king loved Esther
for who she was, sisters. Not for what she not for what she looked like on his arm, but for who she was and how she carried herself. And when she was called, when she was summoned, guess what? She came running. You understand? Go ahead.
And the king loved Esther above all the women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins, so that he set the royal crown upon her head and made her queen instead of Vashti.
See, that's what you got to understand. Listen, we can either turn this house into a home, or you can get on. You understand? Like, the Lord didn't stop making great women when he made you. So when you're with your husband, be the best version of you, so he can give you the best version of him. When you do that, you don't got to worry about the other wives that he has. Focus on your household. You understand? And who knows? You might be the favorite house. You understand? That's what it says. Like, a man does not want to come home to nagging. A man does not want to come home to an argument. The scripture says it is better to dwell on a rooftop than in a house with a quarrelsome woman. You understand? When he come home, it should just be peace and love, instead of arguing about the time that you don't have, arguing about the time you don't see him, arguing about the time that you don't get. Guess what you're doing? You wasting time. You wasting valuable time. Time that you should be getting what you desire. Time. Queen Vashti neglected the one thing that you can't get back. Time. Keep reading.
Verse 18. Then the king made a great feast unto all his princes and his servants, even Esther's feast. And he made a release to the provinces and gave gifts according to the state of the king. Verse 19. And when the virgins were gathered together the second time, then Mordecai sat in the king's gate. Verse 20. Esther had not yet shewed her kindred, nor her people, as Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandment of Mordecai, like as when she was brought up with him.
Now, understand this. Now, Esther, because we're in captivity, she married a heathen, right? But just because she married a heathen, she didn't forget her family. You understand? It said that she didn't shoo Mordecai. She remembered him. What you got, you guys? I'll pass the mic back.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
She didn't marry him because like she just wanted to. It was like he chose her.
Well, not only that, she followed the orders of her father.
Right.
Right? So one thing that you have to understand, we all have to follow orders. You understand? You want a good husband? Let your father pick him. I guarantee you, your father is not gonna let you marry no trifling brother. He not. But you want to follow your heart. You understand? You want to follow your heart. You want to do what you feel. You understand? And then you end up laying with a brother that's beating you in the face. You end up laying with a brother that's lying to you. You understand? You end up laying with a brother that's stealing from you. You understand? You laying with a brother, his whole mindset is to break you and to destroy you. But if you let your father pick him, he would have saw that a mile away. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, excuse my French, but every man knows a hoe ass nigga when he sees one. And you think, even though me and my daughter ain't getting along, you think I'm gonna let you do my daughter bad? Absolutely not. Go ahead, bro.
And if I could, what's so important is because you only have one time.
Come on, bro.
Like you only
That
have
part.
one time. You can't, and see the reason why the criteria has been watered down is because America and this society tells you that you can pick as many as you want until you find the right one.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. And by the time you find the quote unquote right one, you done let all the wicked ones do you dirty, and and now you're not even the same anymore.
Right.
Now you're expecting some genuine and upright brother, and you a hoe now. Now you so the first husband you got with, you listen to him.
Right.
Now you at the 37th. Now you like, I ain't never gonna listen to a nigga. So
Like, bro.
so we your fault. Like when we read the story of Jacob, you know what I'm saying, how he had to work 7 years to get this sister, and then when the 7 years was up, he got another woman. And the father was like, "Oh man, listen, if you want this woman,
bad, bro.
If you want this woman, man, I just need 7 more years.
You can have her now.
You can have her now.
Yeah, you can work 7 more years.
7 more years for the one you want."
Right.
And he went out there and he done it. There's no way he didn't believe that Jacob didn't want this sister, that didn't want his daughter, because that man is gonna work for what he wants. And when he get that, when he works 14, now in this example, he worked 14 years. He's gonna cherish that woman.
Absolutely.
But you can't even let a nigga work 14 minutes.
Bro.
You swiping right just because the nigga got muscles. That's it. This nigga that rented a Lamborghini and came to the club, and you swiping right on that.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Where a father's gonna tell you and tell you what he knows what to look for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He might not have a Lamborghini, but guess what? He doesn't like little kids either.
Right.
He might not have a Benz,
right,
but he doesn't put his hands on women.
Right.
He might not have a car at all, but he serves the Lord.
Absolutely.
See, a father's gonna let you pick a man who's gonna stand by and be that protector that he would usually be, so he can give you away to this man as his possession. Absolutely. Now you will no longer be his daughter, but you will be this brother's wife.
Absolutely.
And that's the importance of having a father, and that's what Mordecai and the job he did was so monumental. And why we remembering this day.
Yeah, that priest a hand. You know what I'm saying? No, that's absolutely heavy. Keep going, nephew. And when you get to chapter 3, give it to another reader.
Slakia, so was I on verse 16?
No, we down around verse 19.
Wait, we are?
Hold on. You said 21? Yeah, 21. Slakia.
Sir. Verse 21. In those days, while Mordecai sat in the king's gate, 2 of the king's chamberlains, Bigthan and Teresh, of those which kept the door, which were
wroth.
Were wroth?
Wroth, that means angry.
The water, sir. And sought to lay hand on the king Ariththeus. 22. And the king was known to Mordecai, who told
the thing was known to Mordecai.
And the thing was known to Mordecai. Yes, sir. I'm hiccuping right
It's
now.
all good.
Okay. And the thing was known to Mordecai, who told it unto Esther the queen. And Esther certified the king thereof in Mordecai's name. Final verse, verse 23. And when Inquisition was made of the matter, it was found out. Therefore, there were both hanged on a tree. And it was written in the book of the Chronicles before the king.
Now watch this, right? So because Esther listened to her father, it's not her uncle anymore, it's her father, right? Because he adopted her as his own, right? She became queen. And because she became queen and she listened to her father came across some information that saved the king's life. You understand? This is the value of picking the right woman. You understand? You have to. The best way I can say this is choose wisely. You understand? For a woman, you only get one choice. For men, you drink the milk, brother. You bought the cow, and you stuck with the cow. You understand? So if the milk is sour, brother, guess what? That's your sour milk. You understand? Enjoy it. It's yours forever. You know, I tell brothers all the time, they be like, well, Salah gets her, she's a bitch. Well, guess what, that's your bitch. You chose her. I advise you not to court the sister. Well, Salah gets her, you know, she just made me feel like a man in the club. Well, brother, you know, once the alcohol wears off, you think differently. No, I'm gonna make her my wife tonight, sir. Don't do that, You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't go against the counsel that's given to you. Your brothers be in the club with you. Hey, bro, don't talk to her. Don't get her number. Leave her alone. You drunk, go home. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I'm going home with her. You know what I'm saying? And then you roll over the next morning and you're in bed with Porky the Pig. You understand? And that's exactly how you gonna feel. Oh God, what have I done? Guess what, brother? You done it. You know what I'm saying? You're in the thick of it now. Into the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. All right, next reader, chapter 3. New reader, chapter 3. Go ahead.
The book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 1. After these things, the king
Ahasuerus
promote Haman.
Oh, wicked Haman.
The son of Hamada.
So after these chamberlain men, you understand, conspired to kill the king and they were exposed, they got hung. They got hung on a tree. They got lynched. You understand? Lynching been here for a very long time. Understand that. Well, the first part of lynching is the hanging. Nero made the lynching that we know of today famous. He hung Israelites from the gallows and lit them on fire as lanterns for his garden at nighttime. So every night he would lynch Israelites to light up his garden. No. Somebody look up Nero. Somebody look up Nero real quick so the brother can find out what kingdom Nero was from. Whoever got it, say it. Go ahead, Yakatazab. Okay. Say it one time. The Roman Empire.
First century.
Right. So Nero was a Roman emperor. Right. So, you know, Romans were famous for taking Israelites and making sport out of them. Right. Gladiators. You understand? Turning them into the trinkets. If you were a slave, you were just an object to be used. Right. So if I wanted to hang you and light you on fire, to light my gardens, you're just a light. just a bulb to be screwed up in a tree. So when I walked by my lilies, I got light in the nighttime. What you got, brother? No, that's not true. They were people from all nations. So if you were a slave in the rebellion, and the Romans came to capture whatever land that they went to go conquer, if you stand opposed and you didn't want to be subject unto, you were sold into captivity. They took the weaker slaves, put them in the mines, in the fields to work. The stronger ones they put in the gladiator arena for sport. You know what I'm saying? So those are the ones that chose to serve. So the ones that chose to serve will go into the Roman occupation. You would be a centurion, right? You would be a army. You would be a part of the Roman army, because Roman army wasn't just Romans. There were people from all different nations that chose to capitulate and serve. What you got, brother? Johnny, what you got? Hey, Yakubot, hand Johnny the mic behind you so I can hear him.
Like in the movie Django, when they had them fighting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're talking about.
That's exactly
like that?
when they had the Mandingos fighting. That's that. Johnny, you ever see the movie Gladiator?
No, he was just
Yeah.
that.
So when that'd be a great movie for you to watch, or watch the show Spartacus, right? So it is about the Roman Empire and they conquering slaves and forcing them to go to these different houses to learn how to fight, to become gladiators, to train for sport, and they would die in the arena for entertainment. No different. That's where football comes from. That's where soccer comes from. It is what is it called? The bread and the bread and circus. You understand? So they would just you know how when you go to the games they be shooting the little t-shirt cannon. Back in the day they would throw bread. You understand? So you would come to the games to be entertained, and they would feed you. They would throw you free bread. Oh, so you'd be like, you'll love the emperor because the emperor gives us free bread and entertainment, because it's to distract you from the oppression that you're really in. All right, go ahead, keep reading, Kyle. So I was saying all that to say, Haman took the spot of one of these men that got hung on a tree. All right, go ahead. You at verse 3.
All right. And advance him and sit him. No. All right.
Just start at verse 3 at the top. In chapter 3.
Esther, chapter 3.
Verse 3.
1.
Start at verse 3.
Okay. Then the king's servant, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgress thou the king commanded?
Oh, I'm sorry. Read verse 2 so they can understand what's going on. That's my bad. You were right. Verse 2. Read verse 2 first. You was right, Kyle. My bad.
Verse 2. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed in reverence Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning
him.
Concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence.
Right? So now, why didn't Mordecai bow when the king pulled up, or when Haman pulled up? Go ahead, Yakatazar. Okay, but why? But why didn't he do it? But why? Why? You're not telling me why. That's what I want to hear. All right. Somebody give me Exodus 20, verse 5. Stay where you at, Kyle. Somebody else give me Exodus chapter 20, verse 5. You're going to read 5 through 7. Whoever got it, go ahead and read. Go ahead, nephew.
Oh. Yes, sir. I was actually.
Huh?
I was actually on Genesis by mistake.
Oh yeah, go to you got it, one y'all. Go ahead.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 5. It reads, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them."
Oh, start at verse. What verse 4 say?
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven
Yeah,
image.
let's start right there. There you go.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 4. It reads,
read the 7.
"Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Verse 5. "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them."
So this is what Yakazazar was talking about, right? So you are not to bow your head to no image in heaven above or on the earth. You damn sure ain't gonna bow your head to no man. You understand? That's why white people, when they say what's up, they be like this. When niggas say what's up, they be like what? Like that. We don't bow our heads. Right. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, hey, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We don't. That lets you know that we got a zeal. It's just not according to knowledge. Go ahead, keep reading the one, y'all.
Verse 5, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me."
Right? So this is the law that Yakazazar was talking about. It was a law within our culture. Like Mordecai, I'm not bowing my head to no king. I'll honor him because he's a king. I'll respect him because his position of power. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not doing this. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? The only person I'm bowing my head to is the Most High in Christ. You understand? Go ahead, Kyle. Keep reading. Verse 3. Yeah, we good. We good where you at. Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Verse 3. The king's servant, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, "Why transgress thou king commandments?" Verse 4. Now it came to pass when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them. They told Haman to see whether Mordecai matters would stand, for he had told them that he was a Jew.
Right. So they went back and told Mordecai, and they was like, okay, let's just see if he gonna do it and keep doing it if we tell the king to see if it's gonna stand. To see if he just, doing it because people looking, or this is who he is. And they told him, he's like, well, he a Jew, right? This is what they do. They don't bow their head to nobody. That's our spirit. You understand? The reason why when a nigga step on your J's, you want to fight is because in your heart of hearts, you know you royalty. You know what I'm saying? When a woman bump you, you be like, excuse me? You know what I'm saying? Because you knew if you were in your kingdom, they would watch where they walked when they came around you. It's because you're royalty, right? You have a zeal, it's just not according to knowledge. Keep reading. Verse 5.
Verse 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
Speak a little bit more into the mic, the water.
Esther chapter 3, 5. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath.
Right. Verse 6.
Verse 6. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone. For they had shewed him the people. For they had shewed him the people of Mordecai.
Wherefore,
wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews.
Right? This is how much the other nations hate you. Right? When one brother embarrasses a heathen in his righteousness, he ain't doing it intentionally. He just being who he is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying? Like, he not bending the knee. Right? So because of that, they want to punish everybody. You understand? You know, so when you embarrass a heathen, they're going to hate all of your people because all you was doing was just keeping your head, being righteous. You understand? Like if Trump would come to the hood, niggas gonna be like, "What's up, nigga?" You know what I'm saying? They would be like, "Who is you? What's going on? What's up, Trump? All right, that's cool." You know what I'm saying? It's right here, brother. Whenever athletes come back to their hood, they treat them like normal people, especially from the block where he grew up from. You understand? So keep reading.
Verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And when Haman saw that.
No, you already read verse 5. You at verse 7.
Verse 7. Verse 7. In the first month.
Matter of fact, drop down to verse 8 so we can breeze through it.
Verse 8. This is the book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and disappears. Despairs among the people in all the.
Hey, somebody look online, make sure. I mean, it's showing that the camera's still good.
Kingdom. And their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king profit to suffer them.
Keep reading.
Verse 9. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed. Don't sit on the plate, bro.
You sound good. You should show
I
stuff.
will pay 10,000 tenants of silver to the hand of those that have the charge of this business.
Now, this is just so Haman hated the Jews so much because of Mordecai in his righteousness that he wanted to unalive all of them. Let me give you an example, right? No, including that. Well, yeah, so Haman hated Esther via proxy, and he didn't even know it, right? Which is why this story is so important. Okay, he didn't know Esther was a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't know what his scheme included, right? Because his scheme was, and we're gonna fast forward. I'm gonna jump into verse 4. So his scheme was because he had the ear of the king, right? So his scheme was, I'm gonna get the king. He's gonna say, there's this people out there, they're a prideful people. Whenever you come by, they don't bow their head. They don't feel that they have to bow before the king. So the king, Ahasuerus, he was like, well, Haman, what would you have me do to him? He was like, make a public edict that anyone that do not bow before the king, that they would be unalive. You know what I'm saying? Them and their people. This is how much this is how much Haman hated Mordecai. You understand? Now I'll give you a perfect example. Go ahead. What you about to say? The king don't even realize who Mordecai is. So you got to understand this, right? Okay. So President Trump signs edicts all day, right? He signs bills all day, right? You think President Trump in the moment realizes who the person was that tried to defend him from getting his ear shot off? No, he don't remember that person's name. It's going to take someone that chronicalized or memorialized that person that tried to save the president's life. Jeremiah, hey, Salakia, sir. You see that brother right there? That was a brother that jumped on top of you when the bullets came. Oh yeah, that's him. Tell him to come up here. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, the king don't know yet, right? That's why I'm giving you a summarization so we can move forward towards it, right? So in all of this happening, Haman, I'm giving you an example of what, like a practical example. So when George Floyd happened, right? That cop wasn't expecting what happened to George Floyd to affect the world. Not just America, the world, right? So because of it affecting the world and it going all over the world, the cops hated blacks and Hispanics more. They hated us more. They policed us more. You understand? They hated the fact that now that they have to wear body cams. They hated the fact that they can't get away with mass murder. You understand? So they hated us more because they couldn't get away with what they would normally get away with on a normal day. All right? Fast forward, chapter 4. Verse 4, chapter 4, verse 1. Go ahead.
Like, I just wanted to say, as heavy as you say, they hated us more because they definitely already hated us from the beginning. Now they just have more. They just have more of an excuse.
Absolutely,
to oppress us even furthermore.
Absolutely. Get that brother a hand. Go ahead, verse 1. Chapter 4, verse 1.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 1. When Mordecai perceived all that was done, Mordecai rent his clothes and put on sackcloth with ash, and went out into the midst of the city, and cried with a loud and a bitter cry.
Drop down to verse 3.
Okay, verse 3. And in every province, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, there was great mourning among the Jews.
It was great mourning.
Great mourning amongst the Jews. And fasting and weeping and wailing, and many lay in sackcloth and ashes.
Right. So because the decree, just like he did with Vashti, right? Like Malagwa said, it was put in the green sheets. You understand that all of the Jews in every province, you understand, were to be unalive. So all of them went into mourning and they put on their apparel of mourning, which was sackcloth. If you don't know what sackcloth is, it's like
burlap. Like burlap.
Burlap. You know what I'm saying? You know what burlap is? It's like you know, like the old sack that the old sack they used to put peanuts in back in the day. Like if you bought like a huge bag of peanuts or any type of beans, it would be in a brown type of cloth called that's burlap. Right, yeah. And it's itchy as hell. Right? So yeah. So that was the cloth of mourning that they would put on, right? When they're in mourning. Or like when they're in travail. Okay? Keep reading. Verse 4.
Great mourning among the Jews and fasting.
Verse 4.
Verse 4. Like this book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 4. So Esther's maids and her chambermaids came and told it to her. Told it her. Then was the queen exceedingly grieved. And
this goes to what you were saying, bro. So now the queen knows, right? Because in the queen in the palace, you know, she she living in the lap of luxury. So what's going on in the common world, she don't really get those news. So her handmaidens come and tell her, because her handmaidens, they her people. Be like, hey sis, I don't know if you know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Like what's going on in the hood, but they didn't put a decree out for them to unalive all of us. You know what I'm saying? So now she's in mourning with her people. Keep reading.
And she sent raiment to clothe Mordecai and to take him, it's like to take away his sackcloth from him. But he received it not.
Say that again.
But he received it not. Verse 5. Then called Esther for Hathach, one of the king's chamberlains, whom he had appointed to attend upon her, and gave him a commandment to Mordecai to know what it was and why it was.
You know what I'm saying? So this lets you know how it really was. No pair of J's, no Rolex, no Patek Philippe, you know what I'm saying? No Gucci, no Louis Vuitton, no Maserati would appease Mordecai. What do I want with these things when I know I'm about to die? You understand? Not only that I'm about to die, that my people, my entire bloodline is about to be unalive. What the hell do I care about being draped up and dripped out? So I can be in fine linen in a casket? And she was like, well, I ain't never seen my dad act like this. Normally when I seen him some fresh clothes and stuff like that, he happy. Can you find out what's going on? Keep reading.
Verse 6. So Hathach went forth to Mordecai unto the street of the city, which was before the king's gates. Verse 7. And Mordecai told him of all that had happened unto him.
Drop to verse 8. So basically what's happening here is she went to Hathach went to Mordecai. Mordecai told Esther, Mordecai told Hathach to tell Esther what was going on. He sent her the information, and this is where we at. Go to verse 8.
Verse 8.
Sis.
Also,
you make my wife a plate.
He gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy them.
Say that again.
Also, he gave him the copy of the writing of the decree that was given at Shushan to destroy him. To show it unto Esther and to declare it unto her and to change her that to charge her that she should go in unto the king to make supplication unto him and to make requests before him for her people.
Right? So this is what I was talking about, right? The difference between Vashti and Esther, right? Vashti didn't follow orders. Esther follows orders. She's the queen, all right? And she still listens to what her father says. You understand? So imagine, I use an example, Beyonce being the queen of R&B, right? But no matter what's going on, she still listens to Matthew Knowles. You understand? She going on world tours, platinum, diamond, but none of that matters if her father says it wasn't a good performance. You understand? That's the type of woman that you want to be. You want to make sure that you always have righteous leadership and counsel over you. You want to know why? Because your husband has righteous leadership and counsel over him. If we have to follow orders and follow counsel, what do you think you guys have to do? You think you can just do what you want, do what you feel, do what you think, do what you believe? It's going to always get you in trouble. Every single time. You want to be like Esther or Hadassah in the Hebrew. Keep reading. Drop down to drop down to verse 11.
This book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 11. All the king's servants and the people of the king's province do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner courts, who is not called there is one law of his to put him to death.
Right. So understand this. This is how brave this sister was. She knew if she went before the king and followed the orders of her father and she wouldn't call, it meant her life. But you knew what? She said it doesn't matter because my people are ordered to die anyway. So if I'm going to die, I'm going to die for my people. You understand? That is the type of woman that Esther was. She put her life on the line because her people's life was on the line. That is the type of woman that you should be. Because a man or a woman, you'll never rise above the status quo of your people. LeBron James, you know, with the thing going on with George Floyd, he wanted, stand in solidarity. You know what the announcer told him? We don't pay you for that. Shut up and dribble. You understand? They told the whole team, shut up and dribble. We don't pay you to tell us what you think on political issues, on police policies. You understand? Shut up and do your job. We don't care. We pay you to your entertainment at least. You understand? Bread and circus. You're nothing more than $1 million slave. You understand? That's a book that everybody should read. It's called $1 Million Slave. Keep reading. Drop down to verse 13.
Okay. Verse 13. Then Mordecai commanded to answer Esther, think not with thyself that thou shalt escape in the king's house more than all the Jews.
You know what I'm saying? Her father told her, don't think you special because you the queen. The edict was for all of the Jews to be unalive. You understand? Because when they find out what your pedigree is, your head gonna be on the chopping block too. You understand? This is the type of pedigree that she comes from. You understand? I didn't raise you to be a light woman. You understand? Just like brotherhood is a weapon, sisterhood is too. You understand? 14.
Verse 14. For if thou altogether holdest thy peace at this time, then shall their enlargement and deliverance arise to the Jews from another place. But thou and thy father's house.
Drop down, go to chapter 5. All right. So Mordecai, he convinced her, right, to go before the king, right? So before she went before the king, Esther told Mordecai to tell all the Jews to fast for 3 days. Now, we ain't talking about no intermittent fasting. We ain't talking about abstaining from sweets. You know, we ain't talking about Ramadan, right? Where you can eat after sunset. No, Israelite fast is to abstain from food and water. It is a dry fast. So they dry fasted for 3 days for her to get favor from the Lord to go before the king. Right? Chapter 5.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 5, verse 1. Now it came to pass on the 3rd day that Esther put on her royal apparel.
You know what I'm saying? So she got the cotton mouth. You know what I'm saying? She put on her good dress. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She put on the fine apparel. You understand? Put on them good heels. You understand? Put on that elegant, that head wrap, that dress that hugged the curves in all the right places. You know, when she come through the court, all the princes be like, ooh wee. You know what I'm saying? The king is blessed. You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
And stood in the inner court of the king's house, over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house, over against the gate of the house. Verse 2. And it was so, when the king saw Esther, the queen, standing in the court, that she obtained favor in his sight.
Mm-hmm.
And the king held out to Esther.
Now, I see, he said it too. That's too light. When it said, and she found favor in the sight of the king. Imagine, we in here, we going over bills and policies, and out the corner of his eye, like, there goes my baby. Oh, girl, look at you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on right now. It's like, oh, that's mine right there. Hey, y'all, hold on. Hey, baby, you good? You need anything? You hungry? You thirsty? You straight? What's going on? What you need, baby? You know what I'm saying? That's how she rolled up in the court. You know what I'm saying? And she, when she pulled up in there, she was turning heads. You understand? Because the favor of the Lord was on her. You understand? Keep reading.
And the king held out to Esther the scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter. Verse 3. Then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? And what is thy request? It shall be given unto thee to the half of the kingdom.
Drop to go to verse 6.
Verse 6.
We're going to breeze through it.
And the king said unto Esther at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition? But like, what is thy petition? And it shall be granted thee.
Verse 8.
Verse 8. If I found favor in the sight of the king, and if it please the king to grant my petition and to perform my request, let the king and Haman come to the banquet that I shall prepare for them, and I will do tomorrow as the king hath said.
Verse 9.
Verse 9. Then went Haman forth that day, joyful and with a glad heart.
See, Haman thinking, oh, look. Not only do I have the favor of the king, but I got the favor of the queen too. He don't even know that he getting lined up. You understand? And that's the power that y'all sisters have. See, your husband sometimes be so busy working, right? He can't even see the ops on the battlefield. You understand? But you know what you tell your man? Hey, baby, I know you tired, but that brother right there that you roll with from work, you need to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Every time you do this, he clocking you. You know what I'm saying? Every time you talk about your promotions, when everybody else, your friends really be happy for you, he be mean mugging you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be that type of woman. You understand? You got to have the sight for your husband when he's nearsighted and he got tunnel vision like a horse with blinders on. You got to have the vista of the field. The queen is the piece that moves the most on the board. You know what I'm saying? The king is knocking down one thing at a time. But you going to acquire about the land, to check out the businesses y'all got, to make sure that the house is straight, make sure that the kids is straight. You moving everywhere, all around the board. While the king is coming behind, okay, this look good. Okay, baby, this look good. Okay, baby, this look good. This look good. You understand? This is y'all's job. And it is a powerful job. But you have to know the power that you have. Right? Keep reading.
But when Haman saw Mordecai in the king's gates, that he stood not upon, nor moved for him, he was full of indignation against Mordecai. Verse 10. Nevertheless.
All right, so I'm going to fast forward, right? We're going to skip forward to chapter 6. So I'm going to give y'all summarize what's going on, right? Y'all can, if y'all want to read in detail, I can read in detail at home. I only got 15 minutes, all right? So Mordecai was so angry with wrath, right? Because Haman was so engulfed in wrath and anger because Mordecai wouldn't acknowledge him again. His counsel was like, well, why don't you build some gallows at the crib, since we already gonna unalive all of these Jews, and you can just kill Mordecai at the crib and hang him from the gallows. You understand? He's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I already got the ear of the king and the queen. She invited me to this banquet. I'm gonna spit something in his ear because he already told me I can take out the Jews, but I'm gonna tell him about Mordecai, right? But going back to bro, what's your name again? Cameron. Going back to what Cameron was saying earlier, why the king don't know who Mordecai is? We about to find out right now. Chapter 6. Let's go.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 6, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
On that night, could not the king sleep?
Mm-hmm.
And he commanded to bring the book of records of the Chronicles.
Right? The king is like, I'm missing something. I didn't overlook something. It's bothering me. It's waking me up. Hey, bring me the Chronicles. Hey, your thumb. Bring me the Chronicles. I think we done missed something. Break open the records. Go ahead, read.
And they were read before the king.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And it was found written that Mordecai had told of Bigthana and Teresh,
mm-hmm.
two of the king's chamberlains,
mm-hmm.
to the keeper of the door,
mm-hmm.
who sought to lay hand upon the king Ahasuerus.
Drop down to verse 4.
Verse 4. And the king said, who is in the court
mm-hmm.
now? Slacking. Who is in the court?
Mm-hmm.
Now Haman was come into the outward.
Now the king is, remember, I knew I forgot something. That boy Mordecai saved my life. You understand? And he was like, who of my chambermen is here? They was like, well, Haman, he coming, Haman, he coming for the bank. He's like, I'm about to get honored. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, here come Haman. Tell Haman to come here, right? All right, so drop down. I want you to drop down too. So Haman came in. Go to verse 6.
Okay. Verse 6. So Haman came in, and the king said unto him, what shall be done unto the man whom the king delighteth to honor?
Now, the king asked, okay, for a man, because Haman is coming for the banquet. You know what I'm saying? So the king was like, what should I do for the man that I'm about to honor? Haman thinking, he like, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? He thinking it's me. He was like, well, shoot, you can do this. Well, he about to say, go ahead, read.
Now Haman.
And I want y'all to see the balls on Haman, what he about to say. Because he think he the one that's about to get honored. Go ahead.
Now Haman thought in his heart, to whom would the king delight
mm-hmm.
to do honor more than to myself? Verse 7. And Haman answered the king, for the man whom the king delighteth to honor. Verse 8. Let the royal apparel be brought which the king useth to wear.
So drape me in one of your garments. You know what I'm saying? The man that you gonna honor, because it's me, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give me one of them king garments you got. Keep reading.
And the horse that the king rideth upon.
You know what I'm saying? And that what's them huge horses from the Budweiser commercial?
Dachshund.
Yeah. Give me that Clydesdale that you be riding in now. Let me get that white Clydesdale. They got the fur on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And it looked like a swole gorilla horse. Yeah, let me get that one. The Budweiser. Let me get the Budweiser horse. Go ahead, read.
And the crown which is set upon his head.
He's like, and nigga, let me get the crown that's on your head. Bro, you gonna ask for the king's crown? That's crazy. That's crazy. Boy, the gall on him. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 9. Let this apparel and horse be delivered to the hand of one of the king's most noble princes,
mm-hmm.
that they may array the man withal with whom the king delighteth to honor.
Drop down to verse 10.
Verse 10. Then the king said unto Haman, make haste and take the apparel and the horse, as thou hast said, and do even so, to Mordecai the Jew.
To who?
Mordecai the
To
Jew.
who?
Mordecai the Jew.
Man, that boy pissed, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he thought, because I'm coming to this banquet with the king and the queen, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? That I'm getting honored. But you gonna have me give it to my op? Not only did he get one of the king's garment, he got the Clydesdale, he got the Budweiser horse. So he riding high. You know what I'm saying? Riding high. You know what I'm saying? He riding high, you feel me? And then not only that, he got a crown jewel crown to get draped on his head like he the king. That's how the Lord will do it. Your cut this out and then your thumb. Get the mic so I can hear you online, and then pass to your thumb.
So like you, I the one. Did Haman already make that big giant
Yeah, he already got the gallows.
The one that's real tall.
Yeah, he already made that. He already made it already. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What you got, your thumb?
So like y'all can be mistaken, but wasn't Haman an Edomite?
I don't know. What nation was Haman from? He was an Edomite. Oh yeah, he was an Edomite. Yeah. Amalekite. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Haman is pissed the hell off. You know what I'm saying? Not only he already hated Mordecai with every fiber of his being, he done plotted to kill his people, and then he's like, definitely when I go in here to the king, I'm gonna make sure that I get this nigga off this earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, bro, like, hatred will kill you. You understand? Like, bro, it takes more energy to hate than to love. You got to go out of your way to hate somebody, to do ill will on them. That means you thinking about this person night and day. You understand? All right. Where I want you to drop down to. All right, go to jump to chapter 7.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 7.
Verse 1.
Verse 1. So the king and Haman came to the banquet with Esther the queen. Verse 2. And the king said again unto Esther, on the second day at the banquet of wine, what is thy petition, Queen Esther? And it shall be granted thee. And what is thy request? And it shall be performed, even to the half of the kingdom.
So the king, because of how righteous this sister was, and how much she was well kept herself with honor and respect, he said, I will give you to half the kingdom, whatever your request is, baby. You know what I'm saying? You so good to me. You know, when I come, when I call, you come. You know what I'm saying? When I want to be near to you, I'll be the big spoon, baby. You be the little spoon. Whenever I need you, you there. You understand? And because of that, baby, if you won't have the kingdom, whatever your wish is my command. Keep reading.
Verse 4. For we are sold, and I and my people to be destroyed, to be slain, and to perish. But if we had been sold for bondmen and bondwomen, I had held my tongue, although the enemy could not countervail the king's damage.
You understand? She like, baby, I know you love me. I know you want to give me half the kingdom, but you know, I just wanted to have one last dinner with you. Like, what you mean one last dinner? Where the hell you going? Well, me and my people, we set to be unalived. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just wanted to have one last dinner. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, the man that put this edict up, he's a hard man, and you know, he's you know, even the king isn't against him. He's like, what you mean the king ain't against you? My woman. You think I'm gonna kill my woman, let alone your people? What is you talking about? Keep reading.
Verse 5. Then the king Ashur answered and said unto Esther the queen, who is he, and where is he that durst presumed in his heart to do so.
Like, where this nigga at? Who this nigga that think he can unalive my wife and her people? Point them out. Read.
Verse 6. And Esther said, the adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman.
Is this wicked Haman. The man that is sitting before you at your banquet, the man that you think is your right hand man, he a hoe. You know what I'm saying? In H-Town vernacular, he a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Not wicked Haman, this hoe Haman. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know, I gotta keep it PG sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I can't go all the way, right? But I'm from H-Town. Go ahead, keep reading.
Then Haman was afraid before the king and queen. Verse 7. And the king arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath went into the palace garden, and Haman stood upon to make a request for his life to Esther the queen.
So the king rose up because he's pissed. Like, you supposed to be my dog, bro. And you conspiring to get my wife up out of here, my nigga? You conspiring to kill my wife, bro? I need a minute to compose myself. Man, go take a walk outside. We all know that walk. You know what I'm saying? That walk that you take to stop yourself from doing something out of control. You understand? So Haman, he go before the king. She lying. She's sitting there on the bed. You know what I'm saying? He come before her on his knees before her on the bed. Right? Keep reading.
For he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king.
Because he knew at that time he was about to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, this not just any woman. This a woman that the king is in love with. You know what I'm saying? One of them women where the king was like, every night I gotta prove my love. You know what I'm saying? Every night I gotta fight for my love. Right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 8. Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine, and Haman was fallen upon the bed whereon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in my house?
So nigga, you gonna knock my woman off in my house in my bed? Oh, nigga, you got to die. Like, imagine, and it's really a bad angle, right? He coming in from the door, and all he see is Haman, his wife sitting on the bed, and his hand on her shoulders. Nigga, if you don't get your hands up, so you gonna rape my wife in my bed? In the words of General Muhammad, no sweat. Hold on, nephew. We got to get through this. Keep reading.
As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face.
Hey, whoever seen that movie? That movie with Chris Rock, Head of State. You remember that scene where he be like, security? And they put that bag over his head and snatch Haman. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Verse 9. And Habarna, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai.
Hey, Shammai. Go ahead.
Behold the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him therein.
You understand? The gallows that he made to hang Mordecai from, the king said, nah, hang him from it. You understand? So this is what the Feast of Purim is about. It is about the memorialization of a woman that put her life on the line for her people, following the orders of her father. You understand? So don't tell me that you just one person. Oh, I'm just a sister. You understand? What can you set the example for the sisters that come behind you. You set the example for the little sisters that's being raised up under you, the babies. You understand? Because where one seed of discord is sown and is seen in the nation, it's sown in all of the nation. You understand? And because not only of this sister's sacrifice, Mordecai was given Haman's house. And this was written in the Chronicles of the King to be remembered and memorialized forever. And then it was written in our records. You understand? For us to remember the sacrifice that not only that this sister made, but the father that raised her up from knee high to tree high on how to walk righteously. You understand? And she's not the only woman that's been memorialized in the Bible. We got sisters like Judith. We got sisters like Deborah. You understand? The scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when they were older, they will not depart from it. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all of his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And with that, we're going to say Amajim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. We're going to face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English. Repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Wadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Nathanaw, Lachum, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanaw, Kawawaknaw, Hasalaknaw, Kawawakinaw, Wala'ah, Kabia'aynaw, Manasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'Allah, Wahata Parad, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Sar, turn to face the front. We'll give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the sisters. Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, Majid, Rock, Yahweh, Shim, Yahweh, Shah, Brakatah, Yadabata, Sar, turn to face the sisters. Men of Israel, mighty Shabbat, Majid, Rock, Yahweh, Shemar, Yahweh, Shim, Yahweh, Shah, Yadamata, dismiss.